You'll love Mindful Moments.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a deep dive for your mind, offering a refreshing perspective on everything from science and philosophy to history and art,
Wow.
all in under 20 minutes.
That's great.
Yeah?
So if you're ready to nurse your mind on the go, check out Mindful Moments via the link in the show notes. Trust me, you won't regret it. Ever feel like you're juggling like a million things?
Oh, yeah.
Well, today's deep dive is going to make you appreciate modern convenience. We're stepping back in time to 1700s Maine.
Wow.
With the frozen river. A novel that chronicles the life of Martha Ballard.
All right.
And she wasn't just a mother and a wife. She was the community's midwife.
Wow.
Healer. And confidant.
Oh, wow.
All rolled into one.
And we're not talking about a cozy little village here, right?
No.
Imagine a sprawling rural community.
Right.
Harsh winters.
Yeah.
Limited medical knowledge.
Yeah.
And you start to get a picture of the challenges that Martha faced daily.
It's mind-boggling.
It is.
So let's dive into the source material and uncover what life was really like for Martha.
Okay.
What obstacles she overcame.
Yeah.
And what her story can teach us centuries later.
One of the first things that jumps out at me is how different the role of a midwife was back then.
Yeah.
Martha wasn't just delivering babies. She was the go-to healer for everything.
Right.
From broken bones to severe illnesses.
The book even quotes her saying,
Okay.
"In all my years attending women in childbirth,
Yeah.
I have never lost a mother."
That's pretty incredible, considering how dangerous childbirth was in that era.
It speaks volumes about her skill.
Absolutely.
And the deep trust that the community placed in her.
Right.
Think about it. Maternal mortality rates were tragically high.
Yeah.
So to have that kind of track record
Yeah.
is truly remarkable.
Makes you wonder what specific knowledge or techniques she possessed that would help her do that.
It wasn't just luck.
Yeah.
There's a passage where she describes using specific herbs to control bleeding after childbirth, which suggests that she had this deep understanding of medicinal plants and their properties.
Exactly. And this wasn't just textbook knowledge. She had to be resourceful.
Yeah.
Adapting her skills to whatever situation arose.
Right.
I mean, it really makes you appreciate the blend of practical wisdom and intuition she must have possessed.
The book doesn't shy away from the harsh realities of life in 1700s Maine.
Right.
Winters were brutal.
Yeah.
Travel was arduous.
Yeah.
Often on foot or horseback.
Uh-huh.
And there was this constant tension
Yes.
with the indigenous Abenaki tribe.
And this wasn't just a backdrop to the story.
Right.
These elements directly impacted Martha's life and work.
Right.
For instance, there's this gripping account of her crossing a partially frozen river in the dead of winter to attend to a birth.
Yeah.
It highlights both the geographical challenges and her unwavering dedication.
I was on the edge of my seat reading that part.
The good one.
You get a visceral sense of the danger
Yeah.
and the absolute urgency of her mission.
Absolutely.
It makes you realize how much we take for granted today.
Absolutely.
Cars and,
Paved roads.
and hospitals and
Modern medicine.
modern medicine.
Heat.
All that.
And then there's the dynamic with the Abenaki tribe.
Right.
This was a time of immense social and political change.
Yeah.
Colonists were encroaching on their land, leading to friction and mistrust.
And Martha was right in the middle of it.
She was.
Navigating these complex relationships.
Yeah.
There's a scene where she treats an Abenaki child for a fever. And you can sense the cultural barriers and suspicions they both have to overcome.
It's a nuanced portrayal showing that interactions weren't always hostile.
Right.
There were moments of compassion and cooperation,
Right.
but also this underlying tension stemming from the broader historical context.
Yeah.
It really adds another layer to our understanding of Martha's world.
Beyond births and medical emergencies,
Right.
Martha's life was surprisingly intertwined
It was.
with the community's social fabric.
Yeah.
She kept meticulous diaries.
She did.
And they're like a treasure trove of information about court cases, local scandals,
That's right.
or even a murder mystery.
Oh, wow. It's like a historical soap opera unfolding
It was-
before our eyes.
Yeah.
We get glimpses into the social hierarchy,
Yeah.
the power dynamics,
Yeah.
and the moral dilemmas that people faced.
Right.
And Martha isn't just a passive observer.
Right.
She's often drawn into these events,
Yeah.
offering advice,
Right.
mediating disputes,
Right.
or simply bearing witness to the unfolding drama.
Take, for example, the case of Joshua Burgess.
Okay.
He's found dead in the river. And the initial assumption
Yeah.
is accidental drowning.
Right.
But Martha notices suspicious details,
Like what?
like rope burns and
Oh.
signs of a struggle.
And this is where her keen observation skills and medical knowledge come into play.
Right.
She suspects foul play.
Yeah.
And even testifies at the Court of General Sessions.
Wow.
Which, by the way, was kind of like the highest court in the district at that time.
Imagine the scene, a crowded tavern.
Oh, yeah.
Tensions running high.
Right.
And Martha, this seemingly ordinary midwife,
right,
challenging the official narrative.
Yeah.
And even questioning the authority of the esteemed Dr. Page.
It's a fascinating clash.
It is.
Dr. Page dismisses her observations.
Yeah.
Attributing the marks to natural causes.
Yeah.
You can sense this power struggle.
Yes.
Between traditional medical authority
Right.
and Martha's firsthand experience and intuition.
Right.
It really makes you think about who gets to be the expert.
Yeah.
And how knowledge is valued.
Right.
In different contexts.
Yeah. It's interesting how this seemingly simple case of accidental drowning opens up this whole can of worms, revealing like the undercurrents of power and prejudice in Hallowell.
Absolutely. And it's not just about medical expertise.
Right.
The conflict between Martha and Dr. Page also reflects the gender dynamics of the time.
Yeah.
Here's Martha, a woman who has proven herself time and again,
right,
having her observations dismissed by a man who represents the established medical order.
It's a theme that pops up throughout the novel, isn't it?
Yeah.
Martha's constantly navigating these invisible boundaries.
Right.
Set by societal expectations of women.
Yeah.
Yet she never shies away from speaking her mind.
Right.
Even when it challenges those in positions of authority.
Exactly. Take her relationship with Judge North, for example.
Okay.
It's revealed that they have a past, a complicated one that goes back decades.
Okay.
It turns out that North was involved in a scandal that tarnished Martha's reputation when she was a young woman.
Wait, that Judge North?
Yes.
The same one who presides over the court where she testifies?
Yes, it's a twist.
Wow.
That adds a whole new layer of tension to their interactions.
Yeah.
Imagine being in her shoes,
right,
having to face the man who played a role in a painful chapter of your life.
Yeah.
And knowing that he holds a certain power over you.
It's incredible how she manages to maintain her composure and professionalism.
It is.
Despite this personal history.
Yeah.
You can sense this underlying resentment, but also her determination to rise above it.
It makes you wonder how much of her drive to succeed, to prove herself as a skilled midwife and healer, stems from that early experience. It's like she's constantly pushing back against the limitations placed upon her,
right,
both by societal expectations and by the actions of men like Judge North.
Her marriage to Ephraim is another fascinating aspect of her life.
It is.
He initially comes across as a stern, even imposing figure.
Yeah.
But as the story unfolds, you see a different side to him.
Right, he's a man of few words.
Right.
But his actions speak volumes.
Yeah.
He supports her ambitions.
Yeah.
Encourages her literacy.
Right.
Even builds her a special desk so she can continue keeping her meticulous records.
It's a surprisingly progressive partnership for that era, wouldn't you say?
Definitely, and it challenges the common perception of marriages in the 1700s as purely transactional.
Right.
You see a genuine bond of respect and affection between them,
right,
a partnership that goes beyond traditional gender roles.
Of course, their lives aren't without tragedy.
Right.
They lose 2 daughters to diphtheria.
Yeah.
A devastating blow.
It is.
That reveals the fragility of life in that time.
It's a heart-wrenching reminder of how precarious life was back then.
Yeah.
Especially for children.
Right.
And yet, amidst this immense grief, Martha continues to serve her community,
right,
offering solace and support to others while dealing with her own profound loss.
It speaks to her strength and resilience.
Absolutely.
But also to the crucial role she played in the lives of those around her.
Yes.
It wasn't just about medical care.
Right.
But about emotional support.
Yeah.
Guidance, and simply being a steady presence in times of crisis.
Exactly. Take, for example, how she helps Rebecca Foster.
Right.
A young woman who's been sexually assaulted. Martha not only provides physical care, but also offers a listening ear.
Yeah.
Practical advice.
Right.
And unwavering support in a society where such incidents were often shrouded in shame and silence.
Rebecca's story is particularly poignant because it exposes the societal double standards.
Yeah.
And the limited options available to women who were victims of such crimes.
Right.
And it highlights Martha's compassion and her willingness to fight for those who couldn't fight for themselves.
It's interesting how the novel weaves these individual stories into the broader tapestry of life in 1700s Maine.
It does.
You get a sense of the everyday routines, making candles,
right,
tending gardens, bartering goods, alongside these dramatic events that shake the community to its core.
And through it all, Martha's diary entries offer us these incredible glimpses into her thoughts.
They do.
Her struggles, and her unwavering dedication to her work.
It's like having a direct line to the past.
It is.
And it's not just historical gossip.
Right.
Her observations provide valuable insights into the social norms, the beliefs, and the challenges of that era.
And then there's this intriguing subplot involving the Negro female doctor. This mysterious figure operates outside the mainstream medical establishment, offering her services to those who seek more discreet treatment.
It's a fascinating glimpse into alternative healthcare practices of the time.
It is.
And it makes you wonder how much knowledge and healing went unrecognized or undocumented simply because it fell outside the realm of accepted medical practice.
What I find intriguing is that even Martha, who is clearly open-minded and compassionate, initially views this doctor with a mix of curiosity and skepticism.
That's a great observation.
Yeah.
It reveals how even someone like Martha, who challenged social norms in many ways, was still influenced by the prevailing beliefs and prejudices of her time.
And their eventual encounter is so telling.
It is.
There's this moment of mutual respect and acknowledgement of each other's skills and expertise.
Yeah.
It's like they recognize a shared purpose, the common ground, despite their differences.
It's a powerful scene that reminds us that knowledge can come from unexpected sources, and that true healing often transcends societal boundaries and preconceived notions.
Speaking of healing, let's circle back to that murder mystery.
Okay.
As the story progresses, new clues emerge, and Martha's suspicions about Joshua Burgess's death intensify.
Right, and this is where the novel really starts to grip you.
Yeah.
It's not just a historical account.
Right.
It's a suspenseful mystery that keeps you guessing until the very end.
And it's interesting how the author, in a way, mirrors Martha's investigative process.
Yeah.
We're given bits and pieces of information, just like Martha.
Yeah.
And we're left to piece together the puzzle alongside her.
It makes you an active participant in the story.
It does.
And it reminds us that history isn't just about dates and facts.
Right.
But about human lives' motivations and the choices people make in the face of challenging circumstances.
Speaking of challenges, it's important to remember that this story is set against the backdrop of a rapidly changing society.
It is.
The American Revolution has recently ended, and the fledgling nation is grappling with new challenges and uncertainties.
It's a time of immense upheaval, both politically and socially.
Right.
And Martha's life, in many ways, reflects the struggles and triumphs of ordinary people navigating these turbulent times.
It's a reminder that history isn't just about grand narratives and sweeping events.
Right.
But about the individual lives that are shaped by those forces.
And in Martha's case, it's a story of resilience, determination, and the unwavering pursuit of knowledge and healing, even in a world that often seemed determined to limit her.
Before we get to the final part of this deep dive, I just wanted to mention something that struck me while reading The Frozen River.
Yeah.
It made me think about this YouTube channel I've been following called Mindful Moments.
Oh, yeah.
They do these fascinating analyses of audiobooks. Really digging into the deeper themes and the psychological insights.
Oh, I've heard of them. They're great at connecting the dots between literature and personal growth.
Exactly. And I couldn't help but wonder what they would make of Martha's story. Yeah. It's so rich with themes of resilience, self-reliance, and the power of community. It feels like a story that could resonate with audiences even centuries later.
It's amazing how these historical figures can still speak to us across time.
Yeah.
And it's a testament to the enduring power of storytelling.
Well, on that note, let's take a break.
Okay.
And then come back to uncover the shocking truth behind Joshua Burgess's death.
Right.
And explore the lasting legacy of Martha Ballard's extraordinary life. All right, so we're back.
Yeah, we're back.
And ready to unravel the final threads of this mystery.
Yes.
We've seen Martha navigate treacherous landscapes, social complexities, even challenge the medical establishment.
It's true.
But this is where it gets really intense.
This is it. This is the climax.
Yeah, get ready for some shocking revelations.
Buckle up.
Because the truth behind Joshua Burgess's death is far more intricate and disturbing than anyone initially suspected.
Way more.
Okay, spill the tea. What really happened that fateful night?
All right, so Martha's persistent investigation leads her to uncover a deeply unsettling truth. Burgess was not just a troublesome individual. He was a predator.
Oh, wow.
He had assaulted a young woman.
Oh, no.
And the man responsible for his demise was none other than the seemingly gentle and unassuming Sam Lawhon.
Wait, Sam Lawhon?
Yeah.
But he's always portrayed as such a kind soul, always willing to lend a helping hand. It doesn't seem like him at all.
Exactly. That's what makes this revelation so shocking and powerful.
Yeah.
Sam, driven by a fierce sense of justice and a deep desire to protect the community, took matters into his own hands.
So he discovered Burgess's crime.
He did.
And decided to punish him. It sounds almost like a classic revenge take.
It's more profound than that.
Okay.
You see, Sam's actions were fueled by a personal trauma that mirrored the young woman's experience.
Oh.
He discovered that his own wife, May, had been raped by Burgess on their wedding night.
Oh, my goodness.
A horrific act that shattered their lives.
That's awful.
It is.
Oh, my goodness. No wonder Sam felt compelled to act like it's like a simmering rage finally boiling over.
Yeah, you can feel it.
Yeah.
The novel doesn't condone violence, of course.
Right.
But it forces us to grapple with the complexities of justice.
Right.
Especially in a time when the legal system often failed to protect vulnerable individuals.
It makes you question what happens.
It does.
When the institutions meant to uphold justice failed to do so.
Right.
And individuals are left to reckon with these horrific acts on their own.
Sadly, a timeless question.
So where does Martha fit into all of this?
Right.
How does she react to this shocking discovery?
It's a pivotal moment for her character.
Okay.
She's initially stunned, of course.
Yeah.
But as she delves deeper into the circumstances surrounding Burgess's death,
Right.
and Sam's motivations, a sense of understanding washes over her. She recognizes the desperation, the rage, and the agonizing choice Sam was forced to make.
They've both witnessed the darkest corners of their community.
They have.
They've seen firsthand how easily innocence can be shattered, and they've had to make difficult choices in the face of injustice.
Absolutely.
And in the end, Martha makes a decision that reveals her deep compassion and her unwavering commitment to her community.
Big decision.
She chooses to keep Sam's secret.
Wow.
It's a heavy burden to bear.
It is.
But it speaks volumes about her character and her understanding of the human heart.
Yeah, she sees the whole picture.
It's a powerful moment that underscores the gray areas of morality. It's not always about black and white, right and wrong.
Right.
Sometimes it's about understanding the complexities of human emotions, the choices people make when pushed to their limits.
And it speaks to Martha's role as more than just a midwife or a healer. She becomes a moral compass, a confidant, someone who guides others through these turbulent waters of ethical dilemmas.
So what does this all mean? What could we take away from Martha's story centuries later?
I think her life and her story offer us a timeless reminder that resilience, hope, and compassion can thrive even in the face of adversity. It's a testament to the power of community, the importance of empathy, and the strength we can find within ourselves to navigate a world that is often both beautiful and brutal.
It's been an incredible journey exploring Martha Ballard's world through the frozen river.
It has.
It's a story that challenges our perceptions of history.
Right.
Sheds light on the lives of ordinary people.
Yeah.
And offers valuable insights into the human condition.
If you're looking for a captivating read that blends historical detail with gripping storytelling and thought-provoking themes, we highly recommend diving into The Frozen River.
Yeah.
It's a story that will stay with you long after you turn the final page.
And for all you listeners out there, thank you for joining us on this deep dive into Martha Ballard's extraordinary life.
Yeah, thanks for listening.
We hope you found it as enlightening and engaging as we did.
Remember to subscribe, share this episode with your friends, and leave us a review. We'd love to hear your thoughts.
And if you're interested in exploring Martha's world further, we've included a link to purchase The Frozen River in the show notes.
So check that out.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep diving deep into the stories that shape our world.
See you next time.